So I remember reading a long time ago that people actually swerve more to hit turtles on the road than they would snakes. And as a firm believer in the scientific method, I decided to test out this hypothesis. So I got a rubber turtle and a rubber snake. I also got a rubber tarantula too to spice things up a little bit. I basically alternated placing each on the shoulder of the road, and I counted cars and meticulously collected data. So here's what I found. According to my relatively small sample size of about 1,000 cars, 94% of all drivers are totally boring. They didn't do anything, they just drove by. But the remaining 6% are cold-blooded rubber animal killers. So now if we take this 6% and we break it down, tarantulas definitely got hit the most. Next was snakes, and then turtles. So as you can see right here, we have to reject our hypothesis. Snakes actually get run over more than turtles, so don't believe everything you read. So you see I also had a leaf here. Nobody hit it, and I used that as a control. But since it was 0% on the leaf, you can assume that these pretty much were intentional hits. Killer's vehicle of choice, trucks and SUV. 89%. Very few were actually cars. So occasionally someone would be cool and they would stop and pull over and save what they thought was a real animal. And as you can see here, turtles definitely got saved the most, and then snakes. Tarantulas, I'm gonna be honest, you need a new PR firm. You got saved exactly as many times as somebody saved the leaf, which is none. Usually they would just stop and throw rocks at you and then run you over anyways. So, of the animal savers, 96%, totally cool people. There's even one lady who pulled over to save the snake, and she started bowling with plums. And the actions here from this guy from Animal Control, it really serves as an important reminder that you cannot be too cautious when dealing with a rubber turtle. 4%, however, are ponytailed science haters. So you see this guy, right? Pulls over, he's being cool, he's gonna save the snake, that's cool. But then he starts to walk off with it. So I let him know, hey!
What?
That's my snake!
Where are you at?
I'm right here! Now I know this might be a bit surprising based off his appearance, but in hindsight, trying to do some science here! I might have overestimated his love of the sciences. So even though we disproved our hypothesis, it was kind of a fun experiment, and it actually kind of got me thinking, what's up with this 1%? What kind of person actually hits a turtle? Even in the cartoons, like the turtles are always the nice ones who... Wait a second. Roll that clip back. Okay, now play it forward and freeze. Zoom in on the driver and go ahead and run the enhance algorithm. What do you mean there's no such thing? This is Hollywood. If you use a fancy word like algorithm, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Have you ever even seen an episode of CSI? Just as I suspected. Up to your old tricks again, eh, Shredder? You crazy old coot. It's time to let it go, old friend. Let it go. Finally, zoom in on that back seat. Run the Shadow Lightning multiplexer. Ah yes, Bebop and Rocksteady. The classic blundering sidekicks.